Imagine this. A potential client finds your firm online, calls your number, and gets sent straight to voicemail. In less than 15 seconds, that client is gone, off to your competitor, who has an AI-powered assistant answering instantly. The AI revolution is here. Firms that adapt are thriving. Those that don't, they're falling behind. In today's digital world, clients expect immediate responses. And if they don't get them from you, they'll find someone else who can deliver. According to the American Bar Association, 42% of potential clients will contact another firm if they don't receive a response within an hour. 1 hour. That's the difference between winning a client and watching them walk away to your competition. Let's talk about the traditional law or accounting firm workflow. You're busy, handling cases, meeting deadlines, and your staff overloaded. Calls go to voicemail, emails pile up, and before you know it, potential clients have moved on. Here's a fact. A 2024 study found that 70% of clients choose the first firm that responds. Not necessarily the best firm, just the fastest. In a world where everyone expects Amazon speed service, waiting hours for a callback feels like an eternity. And it's not just about lost business. Think about your staff. Receptionists juggling dozens of calls, paralegals buried under intake forms, office managers constantly rescheduling appointments. This traditional system doesn't just lose your clients, it burns out your team. Take John, for example. He called 2 firms, one that used AI and one that didn't. The first firm placed him on hold for 5 minutes. The second firm, powered by AI, responded instantly, answered his questions, and booked his consultation in seconds. Guess which firm got his business? Here's a quote from John. "I needed help with my business contracts right away. When the first firm put me on hold, I just hung up. The second firm, their AI assistant answered immediately, asked me what I needed, and got me on an attorney's calendar that same day. The decision was obvious." Have you ever lost a client because they didn't get a fast response? Drop a yes in the comments if you have, or no if you haven't. Now, let's see how an AI-powered firm operates. Instead of waiting on hold, clients get an instant response. AI-powered assistants like GPT-4 Voice or Retail or VAPI can handle inquiries, quality leads, and even schedule consultations 24/7. Modern AI assistants don't just answer calls, they understand context, respond naturally, and handle complex inquiries. They can screen potential clients, gather intake information, schedule appointments, and even send follow-up messages, all without human intervention. So no missed calls, no lost leads, just faster service, happier clients, and more revenue. The best part? AI doesn't take breaks. Nights, weekends, holidays, your firm is always available. AI-powered firms provide service that meets modern expectations. And satisfied clients, they refer others. AI doesn't just improve response time, it transforms how firms build trust and retain clients. Faster responses create confidence, and confidence leads to long-term client relationships. In fact, firms using AI report a 30% increase in referrals because clients feel heard and valued from their very first interaction. Imagine waking up to find new consultations already booked. intake forms completed, and qualified leads waiting for your review, all while you were sleeping. That's the power of AI working around the clock for your firm. Here's what one office manager had to say. Before we implemented AI, I'd spend the first 2 hours of every day returning missed calls. Now, I come in to find new appointments already scheduled and client information ready for a review. It's completely transformed our workflow. Let's look at some real numbers. One firm increased their client signups by 40% after integrating AI. Another reduced voicemail abandonment by 80% in just 3 months. Beyond just winning more clients, firms report that their teams are happier and more productive. When the administrative staff aren't overwhelmed with calls and intake tasks, they can focus on higher value work that actually requires human judgment. The question isn't if AI will change client intake, it's when. And the firms that adopt early, they're the ones winning big. Those who wait risk falling behind. Here's what one expert said. We're seeing a clear divide forming in the legal and accounting industries. Early AI adopters are growing rapidly, while traditional firms struggle to keep pace. The technological gap is becoming a business gap. Some worry AI will replace the human touch. But here's the truth. AI isn't taking your job. It's making your job easier. It handles repetitive admin work so you and your staff can focus on building client relationships and winning cases. Here's what one lawyer had to say. My concern was that clients would hate talking to an AI. What I found was the opposite. They love getting immediate answers, and by the time they meet with me, they're already comfortable with our firm and ready to move forward. To really understand AI's impact, let's dive into 2 more real-world examples. First, Jessica the accountant. She runs a small firm specializing in tax returns. Before AI, Jessica's office drowned in voicemail messages each February, 20 hours a week just returning calls. After integrating AI-based scheduling, her team spends just 3 hours a week handling calls, freeing them up to process more returns and double-check complex filings. And then we have Raman, the solo practitioner. Raman practices family law and always felt buried by taking intake admin. Once he deployed AI triage, where the system identifies urgent custody or divorce cases, he saw a 25% increase in successful client signups because people in crisis got help immediately. Across these stories, the common denominator is immediate response. It's no longer about who has the biggest advertising budget. It's about who can show up for the client fastest. Let's address some common concerns about implementing AI in your firm. It's too expensive. Many firms worry about costs, but modern AI solutions pay for themselves within the first month by converting leads that would otherwise be lost. It's too complicated. Implementation is simpler than you think. Most systems integrate with your existing phone system and CRM in just a few hours. Clients won't like it. Today's clients already use AI in many aspects of their lives. What they don't like? Being ignored or kept waiting. AI sounds robotic. Not anymore. AI voices today are nearly indistinguishable from human assistants. They speak naturally, understand tone, and adjust responses just like a trained receptionist would. Will AI really understand my clients? Yes. AI learns from your firm's data and adapts over time. It can recognize a common legal and accounting inquiries, prioritizing urgent cases, and even personalize responses based on previous interactions. What about security and confidentiality? Well, another big myth. AI can't be trusted with sensitive data. In reality, modern AI solutions rely on end-to-end encryption and comply with regulations like HIPAA, GDPR, or state-borrowed privacy rules. Often, AI is more secure than letting confidential info sit in a generic inbox for days. So how do you actually get started with AI? First, identify the most time-consuming parts of your intake process. Voicemail overflow, repeated scheduling hassles, or never-ending follow-up emails. Next, consult AI solutions that seamlessly integrate with your phone system and CRM. Next, train the AI. Provide scripts, FAQs, and firm-specific details so the system learns quickly. Then we test and refine. Run a pilot phase, gather feedback, and refine your AI's responses. And finally, scale up. Once confident, roll it out to your entire client intake process. Looking ahead to 2025 and beyond, experts predict that AI will evolve from simple answering calls to routine document drafting, advanced contract review, and even predictive analytics, highlighting potential case outcomes or tax implications. This isn't just a novelty. It's the new standard of service, and clients will come to expect it in every interaction. As technology gets smarter, it will also become more personalized, learning your firm's style, your approach to client care, and even your local jurisdiction's nuances. The result? Faster, more accurate service that sets you apart from your competitors. Firms that embrace AI now are positioning themselves as innovators. In a couple of years, those who ignored AI might be scrambling to catch up, losing both clients and market share to more forward-thinking practices. So once again, here's what to do. Try an AI intake demo. See the difference in real time. Subscribe for AI insights that will keep your firm ahead of the competition. And comment below, what's your biggest challenge with client intake? And you can schedule your discovery session at www.precisionaisystems.com to learn how we can help. Law firms are already making the switch. Will you lead or get left behind? Act now before your competitors do.